Hey guys, I just harvested the field here, picked up the lanterns, kind of prepping it. We are going to try to work out a at least semi-automatic wheat farm. This is kind of an odd shape. People keep jumping on it, and then we have to retill it and replant and just with the path, and it's being kind of a cross area. Anyway, I like to get something that's a little bit quicker, a little bit easier to work with, so it's not so much of a pain every time we need to harvest, and something that's a little bit safer. And then we are also going to set it up where the opening is facing the new honey farm over here. That way the bees have easy access in and out over here and they don't get stuck and hurt and whatnot. So alright guys, I did go ahead and do just a little bit of layout here, and we will go over it real quick so we can see what we're dealing with. What we're going to do here is we're going to have this is kind of a design adapted from the basic single layer. Here is something I've seen with wattles, but then also I just watched a cool video by K1 where he did multiple layers of a single area. But what we're going to attempt to do today is do it a double length, which is going to complicate things just slightly, not a lot. What we've got going on here is, first of all, you do it 8 across. That way we can hide our water sources on the sides, because the water will hydrate 4 blocks away. So you got 4 from that side, 4 from that side. Down here you could just do normal water sources, but up top I'm going to tuck the water in into a step to hold it up in the air. So I've gone ahead and done that. You can, of course, these back ones are completely optional. The only reason I did that is because I'm going to put glass on this ground layer, and I just kind of wanted it to be consistent. But you can do stairs just like you can do slabs. You put that there and you can see it connects and makes an infinite water source. It will run off the end once you do that. So we'll put glass there in just a second. But I also wanted to show, if you've already got water there, you can still come along and throw stairs down and water stays. And now you've got infinite water sources within those, and no issues, just like if they were slabs or anything else. We are going to want to put these side blocks on just to, we're going to use it basically like a big flush. We're going to release water at the top of this thing, and it will basically harvest all the crops for you and wash everything down into that collection system. I do want the bees to be able to go in and out of this thing, so but I don't want people going in and out in weird places. So we're gonna leave single layer windows open. My collection system here, I did just kind of a weird thing with stairs. We may do a little more here as well later, but these are just all hoppers running into each other and then running into the chest here, and you can see some dirt I dug up and got thrown in. We are going to need to move everything up. I'm going to double check that though, because that water is going to be coming from up higher. Yeah, so we might be okay. Let's go ahead and throw in this next layer, and we'll see what we're working with. So we're going to do some temporary blocks. So what we want to do is we want to keep this 2 blocks high, so that when people are walking around out there, they can't jump up and down and mess your stuff up. So So we're 2 blocks from there, and then we're going to have this back row is going to be open, and then this back row will be the stairs I was talking about, where we'll just go ahead and throw some dirt down there to get out there, so we can get our stairs started. So we want stairs there. We can come off that corner. If I could aim, let's do that up in a minute. And that will give us our water sources we need, just like the bottom row. This first layer of dirt in, and then we will see what we're working with. So, do we even make the back one stairs? I don't know. The side ones, though, definitely need to be stairs. And if you don't remember, you can middle click on your mouse and it will pull up that item in your inventory. So if I middle click on dirt, it takes me into dirt. If I middle click on the glass, it takes me to glass, stairs, dirt. It's nice. So now we've got that. Now we're going to go ahead and create our infinite water source up here. Just like normal, except that, as per usual with my game, the water doesn't want to cooperate. I think it has to do with stairs being like up off the ground. Like if I were to go and put, I don't know if it has to be on the back or if it has to be underneath. Maybe it has to be underneath. I'm not going to be able to hit them both up here, am I? We'll try that. Let's see if that, because I got to figure this out, because that is just killing me when my water acts up like that. Yep. So it just needed something underneath to get our water source going, which is silly, but not the end of the world. So you could throw dirt all below your stairs and do all this water business, and then go back and dig the dirt out when you were done. That wasn't too bad there. So all I'm going to do right now is throw a row of dirt here, simply to see. Oh yeah, it did that to me down there when I did the test too. It really likes to go, I guess, wherever the closest water is, as far as I can tell. Yeah, so as soon as I hit that, it turns and flows that way, which, yeah, we'll pick it up and throw it back down again here in a minute, and it'll fix itself, but go ahead and put those in. Clear out. There we go, boom. Alright, yep, so that goes all the way over there, flows down. And if we did it right, here in a second, it's stepping right on that edge, isn't it? Huh. Silly thing with Minecraft water is like, yeah, so that does actually work. That makes it come out right. The fun part's going to be when we get to the top here, we're going to make a system where we can push a button on the bottom and it will release all this water for us. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oops, yeah, we can go back one more. I just wanted to double check before we that same stupid thing here. So we'll just do a temporary block. row of stairs on top of that. Now up there, you don't necessarily need. Nope. Spruce. I don't know. Anyway, you don't necessarily need sides up here, unless you just think you're gonna fall. So I'm gonna try to keep it kind of open. We may just throw fences around the edge or something even. That way the bees will have easy access. You won't have to worry about that mess. Bees getting stuck and whatnot. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I did one in there. So I'm doing a little bit of extra, basically childproofing. But I mean, it's not just handy for kids. Basically, it keeps you from jumping in there. You don't have to have a roof on this, obviously. It's just a wheat field, but part of the nice part about it, the bottom part, is that nobody can jump, and so we're going to go ahead and continue that on the top, just so that we're not in here cleaning up. That's nice. The other thing I did was I went ahead and did a lower row there so you don't accidentally walk off the edge when you're planting. I did go ahead and plant too, just so we could hopefully have some crops ready by the end of this. I am filling in all of this so that you're not trying to jump up and down here. Way the water can get through there, people don't. Basically, you can go in and out the side here pretty easily. And let me continue this out. I'm just trying to get a little bit of this in off camera. But I wanted to take a minute and explain why I was going ahead and closing it in. So, as I was saying, I'm just kidding. I had to move this up 2 blocks because, again, your water flows for 8. So if you want it to drop to the next level, it can only be placed 7 blocks back. So we have 6 blocks here. So the water will be placed on the 7th block. The idea is that these pistons will be on continuously, so they will be down, and they will hold the water back, except when we flick them off, they'll let all the water out. It will basically harvest everything for you, and then you'll flick them back on, and the water will go back behind here again. So if I go down 1 more block, then I'm able to do it. Okay, so we just want a row of temporary blocks all the way across to give us something to point at. And then, very sensitive. Just too far back. Stupid. Try those 2 again. There we go. All right. Now we can dig all these up. It's redstone on this is unfortunately going to be super complicated. Just kidding. It should be really easy. I'm going to put some slabs there for now. I don't even know if I'm going to leave them, but we're going to put them there for now. Just walk around on. I think all we really need is something like that. Get one more slab right here. Something like that, and actually, I don't even know if you need that last one. Yeah, do you need that? Yeah, you do. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so they're down. Pretty complicated stuff there, guys. Hopefully you followed that. We're gonna mess with that for a minute. See what we can do. But just to show you, that is all you need to do. If redstone's not your thing, just do that. If we place this here, and we put that there, and it does work, yeah, that's what I thought. But I want it down there, and that's what we're trying to achieve. Yeah, we've got the stair right there now, and so this block can potentially be empty. So now we can pull a signal off of that. Put that there. How is that for magical? And my lever's gone. Nope, it's right there. Okay. Now that lever probably, yeah, it's not doing anything now because, did it fly back up? Yep. Because now the power is coming from this block. So potentially that now. Yeah, yeah. Click, yeah, yeah. We just need to come up with design for up here now, but I mean, we are functioning. Just remembered a couple other things I did off camera. We gotta go check just to make sure everything's working how I expected. So one thing I did was continue this beam all the way through, and that took out that waterlogged stuff there, but yeah, this water is close enough that it will still feed that. And also, when this floods, water would potentially come out the side, so you just put a sign, and of course you could label the sign if you want, but it needs to be on this lower space. Since we did have our automatic composting system, I did relocate that and kind of integrate it into the side of the bee thing, so you can just throw like a stack of seeds up there, and they run through the composter in there, and then come out here as bone meal. So I made this little balcony area. It's a little crazy, but yeah, like I said, it does allow smooth transitions. Yeah, so I guess we're ready to go ahead and put this in. Here goes nothing yet. Yep, so you can see that goes there. And we do want to go ahead. That should, yep, that still made infinite water source. Which is what we're going for. It's nice you can just put this water in right through your pistons there, and yeah, the magic of Minecraft water, right? Those are waterproof pistons, so a little bit of redstone there. It's a little bit scary being able to see it, but should really be fine. The water can't flow up, so I think just because and just make everything match a little better. I go ahead and throw that in. That end one will always be a little different, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, this end is all sealed up. You can't jump, you can't fall. I think if you held shift, you could walk through there, and that's not a big deal. We'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, so you can walk through there. And then you just drop down to here, which then you have to hold shift again. But there's no, since you're holding shift, there's no danger of busting the crops, so. Just incredibly messy inventory all the time, but it's just, it's been a mess to keep up with. I don't know. You get building and it just clogs up really fast. Like that. What am I supposed to do with two? I'll add them to the leftovers from last time. Why not? Get some oak. I got some stone. Grab some yellow. I thought it's kind of weedy. We'll throw some lanterns around. Again, just to block some spawns. Make sure we don't have any. Don't want any monsters wandering around in your field. Yeah, so it's not a big, tall, obtrusive building. It's a fairly low building for being a 2-level farm. Of course, you can repeat that zigzag as many times as you want. Just save yourself a headache and make sure you're only going 7 blocks on each section. But I mean, you could potentially go 20 levels. You just want to make sure you keep your zigzag right. So if you end on this end, make sure your redstone's there. Overall, this is still bigger than what we had, and it should be faster to use. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna go back up there and throw one more row on that yellow. I wish that you could do like half slabs with wool. It's so thick. What if we did something just like that? Just of course I would put it in line with that lever. Didn't really want to put it here. I don't know. It's not awful. Not awful. We will put one more there, like it's extra strong. I decided I like that shape that was making, and I don't want this to potentially block that. That does help tie this in a bit better, though. We can't let that get back too far. Yeah, I almost flicked it. Almost flicked it. You guys gotta stop me. Can't just be flicking that lever. It'd be potentially catastrophic. Mm-hmm. 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 I did this weird sort of like false roof with some spruce supports, dark oak on top. Finishes off the beams a little bit. I feel like it needs something else, but I want to keep the lanterns inside. Otherwise, I'd hang the lanterns out there. I may have to go back and throw some fence or something on somewhere, but don't want to make it too busy. I think, you know what, this might help here. These windows were too flush with that and too same color. Yeah. Mind that. Now, do I want to continue that around the sides though? I don't know. The problem is that won't necessarily match there, but actually don't need that connected. I did that a little bit with the roof up there. It's kind of a fun joint, the way it all lined up. Actually open that up a little bit now. Just leave it like that. And just potentially a little more balanced. I wish you could just hang lanterns straight from slabs no matter where they were, but it's not a thing, so not yet. A joint there of some kind. Alright guys, the anticipation's killing me. As you can see, there's one or two here and there that are still green. You know what? I'm gonna grab some bone meal and take care of that, just so we have a full harvest, and then I'm gonna run it. Be right back. Alright guys, we are at 100% ready to rock and roll. We're gonna pop down here and flip the lever and see what happens. Wish me luck. Yep, that's the thing. Just had that thought that I'm not super worried about the edges. Well, really, I'm not super worried about any of it. I mean, the fact is that we still have to get, you know, it's semi-automatic. So, I'm gonna, here, let me dump what I had in my hand. I'll just throw it there. And then I will collect, because I mean, like I said, we're still gonna have to go around and plant anything that's in here, so we will be walking by the edges anyway. So I'm not super worried about that stuff. That's kind of annoying. It's quite a bit there. Yeah, we'll just have to take out the steps, won't we? Oh, that's why we do a test run. We're paying attention. So yeah, I thought we might have to do that at one point, or I thought we might want to, but we have to. So yeah, everything else is clear. So let's go down and see totals now. So throw in what I just picked up, which is apparently a lot. Oh, and yeah, stuff's still going through the hoppers as well. Looks like. Yep, stuff's still ticking along. So we'll fast forward this for you guys. Alright, so just over 3 stacks, not a huge amount. I think that's pretty similar to what we were getting before. But now it's a lot quicker. You can just grab more stacks of seeds. Well, anyway, worked like it's supposed to. Other than we'll pop those back stairs out real quick. Now, of course, what I'm going to do most of the time is just pop those guys out, come over here, pop them right in there. At least they don't have water in them. Do that one too. There we go. Well, that should take care of the majority of what got stuck last time. That's pretty much it, guys. So I did, let's see, cleaned up the pond a bit, smoothed out some transitions. I added a ring. If you haven't watched this video already, that one should be out before this one. I've just been running some tests on production, but all I have to do is make sure my kids don't come along and flip that lever before it's ready. Thanks, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe. We'll do a world tour here soon. Some more fun builds coming up. Thanks.